Hello everybody, back again today, and today what I'm planning to make is barbecue pork, and it's going to be very easy. You won't believe how easy this is, and when people taste this they're going to think that you have been slaving in the kitchen all day, but it's a lie. Alright, come with me and we'll figure out how to do this. Alright, so in this bowl here I have about 3.5 pounds of pork. They're country style ribs with bone inside, and here I have what's going in there. I have a half an onion, 5 cloves of garlic, some thyme, some cilantro or bandania, a scotch bonnet, and here I have some podina. I have a nice podina plant outside, so I'm making use of that. I'm also going to add in there black pepper, and I'm going to use this sugar-free barbecue sauce just because I'm trying to watch how much sugar I put in my body. So I'm going to use this. I've used it before, but I've never used this sweet and spicy one, so I'm going to try that today. I'm going to put in some Goya adobo, and lastly, Maggi. Everything in Maggi. Well, this must be surprised I didn't put Maggi in the potato salad. No, and I'm not sponsored by Maggi. I just love the product. Maggi, you hear me? Alright, let me hook this up and I'll come back and show you what we're going to do next. Alright, I got my seasoning ground up here. I know you must be thinking, but that's green seasoning. Yes, it's green seasoning, but I don't like making green seasoning and having it sit there and cooking everything with that, because I feel like every single thing I make with that is going to taste exactly the same. So depending on what I'm cooking, I adjust my seasoning to suit. Some dishes may need more bandania, some may need more thyme, some may need more garlic. So I just kind of tailor it to whatever it is I'm cooking. Alright, here I'm going in with about a teaspoon of black pepper, and this is about 1.5 tablespoons of Maggi. I'm going with a couple shakes of this, probably about a teaspoon and a half, and then we give this a mix. Make sure everything is nicely incorporated. If you have pimento, by all means put that in. It can only make this better, honestly. I have a little pimento plant outside, but no action yet. Alright, so now I'm going to pour in my barbecue sauce. And let me see here. That's about, that looks about 3/4 of a cup. And just mix it around. Alright, I'll come right back and show you what we do. Alright, so what I did was I mixed all of my season like you saw in the last set, and I'm using, for the sake of convenience, one of these disposable things, so when I'm done with it I'm just gonna toss it. But I grease the bottom of this, put in all of my meat and the barbecue sauce mixture. I just rinse out my little blender thing and with like a 1/4 cup of water. Now besides that, we're not putting any more water in here. Of course you could do this exact same recipe with chicken, but so what I'm going to do now, I have my oven preheated at 400. I'm going to take this foil and cover this thing very tightly. Seal it. Alright, and I'm going to go into my oven. Alright, in we go. And you're going to be leaving this in there for approximately 2 hours. You're going to smell it. It's going to be heavenly. Trust me on this one. So you're going to leave it in there for 2 hours, and at that point it should be nice and falling off the bones. It's going to be juicy. And then what I'll do is take the lid off, turn on my broiler, and leave it under there for about 5 minutes. Then flip the meat over, leave it on for another 5 minutes, and then I'll show you what's next. There's only one more step after that and we're done, okay? All right, so it's been 1 hour and 40 minutes since we put this in, and if you can see here just how tender this is. It's just falling apart. It still has some integrity, but it's nice and juicy. So what I'm gonna do now is stick it back in the oven on broil and do it for 4 or 5 minutes on each side, then we'll come back. When you put something on broil, don't walk away. Make sure you stay, because this thing goes fast, okay? So this has been under the broiler for 4 minutes. Now I'm just gonna flip it over on the other side and go again for another 4 to 5 minutes. But don't, remember what I said, do not walk away from this, because when things go under the broiler, they burn very, very quickly. All right, good. I'm gonna go back in with that. All right, so while my pork is under the broiler, I want you to look at what I have going on here. My stove over there is electric, so I brought up my little portable stove. I have 2 pieces of charcoal, and I put them on this flame. I want them to get nice and red hot, and when the pork comes out of there, I'll show you what we're gonna do. All right, so it's out of the oven, and remember that charcoal pieces that I had earlier? Well, they're nice and hot now. I'm just gonna put them here. And then I have some like a ghee and oil mixture that I was using for roti. You could just use oil, it don't have to be ghee, but I have that there, so I'm using that. And you cover this down tightly. And give it about 5 minutes. Your ribs are gonna be so smoky, and it'll be just like if you did it on a grill, and it's inside. All right, look at that. We have our beautiful pork chops, and I'm serving it with potato salad that I made in another video. I'll link it to this one so that you can see it if you want to make those too. Let me get something so I can taste some of that pork. All right, so I have my little sample here. See that? All right, let's see how we did. Wow. Tangy, nicely seasoned. All the flavors of the Caribbean coming through with a bang. Smoky. Man. All you need is some fried rice or some white rice with some red beans on a Sunday. Oh my goodness. Do it, do it, do it. Thank you for coming again. I appreciate your support. Like and subscribe if you like this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye now.